Hey everybody. I'm back and I am making a video because I was really inspired today through conversation to just talk about this. I think about it all the time and we might as well talk about it now. And it's like I'm gonna talk about political correctness, but then I'm gonna go into how that goes into like black people as a whole and our empowerment or our disempowerment. Um, so main thing that being politically correct just gets us nowhere. Like us satisfying other people's feelings just gets us nowhere. Like, what are we doing? I mean, so that's really like the simplest way to put it, because what it does is that now we end up always 10 times out of 10 compromising how we feel for the sake of everybody else. And that's why the term politically correct is even a thing, really. Because who are the main people in society that got to be politically correct at all times, quote unquote? Like, we gotta be. It's black folks. It's like the fact that we went through 400 plus years of torture, and then every day we just live amongst everybody like everything cool, and then stuff happens in the world every single day, and then we go to work, and then we go to school, and then we still smile and we act like ain't nothing wrong. That's being politically correct. And that's what we feel like we gotta do. And I just don't see how that's actually helping what's going on. It ain't. But what I can say is that me talking about it is doing something, and actually expressing how I really, really feel is doing something. And that's how I feel, is that like being politically correct, it makes everybody else comfortable while it always keeps us in a place of discomfort. Because black people always have to be politically correct. At least they feel that way. And nobody else and they mama can say that they have to feel like that. And yeah, I mean, white people can say they have to be politically correct in front of black people and not be racist, but you shouldn't be in the first place. But black people actually got to be politically correct and acting like they didn't torture you for 400 plus years, which you actually are valid in stating. But we feel like we not. So either way, I guess what I'm trying to say is that this whole coined term of being politically correct to me just comes from the idea of us making sure that we're always on our P's and Q's for everyone else. And when we do that, we can never heal. If we're not expressing how we truly feel about some things, then how can we heal? Because I was just thinking about how, like, I really just need to scream. I was just telling my friend that yesterday, like, I just need to scream. And I don't do it. And it's like, a part of me is like, I feel I inhibit myself. And we inhibit ourselves. And we do it on an everyday basis for them. And we even do it behind closed doors for ourselves. And I mean, it's a coping mechanism. It's like we just push everything to the back of our heads, and then we act like it's called positivity, when in all actuality we crazy. If people can kill you every single day and you ain't doing nothing, you crazy. We crazy. That's all we are. We done went crazy. They done made us crazy, drove us insane to the point of literally being blinded from our own situation to actually think of this as being positive. No, it's just crazy. Being positive would you be positively thinking that black people will survive, and you positively getting your butt up and doing something about it. So, either way, as long as we do not express how we really feel, we won't be able to heal ourselves. And as long as we continue to silence how we really feel for the sake of everybody else's feelings, or for the sake of whoever, it don't matter if they black, they white, I don't care. As long as we continue to satisfy other people's feelings, we silence our voice and we disempower ourselves, period. You lose your power. That's not freedom. You being confined to somebody's feelings or something. As long as you stand true, I don't feel like it should ever be a problem. I don't feel like it should ever, be a thing that we even discussing. I don't care how you feel. If it's the truth, if I'm saying the truth, now don't get me wrong, there are certain ways to, you can say the truth in one way better than the other, whatever the case may be. But really, stop being so focused on comfort more than people focused on truth. This whole society want to focus on people being comfortable, but then they don't. But then, I'm sorry, my roommate just walked in. So anyway, but yeah, they want to focus on, comfort, making everybody comfortable. We want to live in this illusion. We want to live in this dream world. And we not even dedicated to truth and justice. For real, for real. So anyway, black people, we got to be dedicated to truth and justice. That's how you fight the system. You can't say you black power, but you silently black power. I mean, if you got a voice, say your voice. And that what gets into my next point. How do we heal ourselves? Now, I'm not saying that everybody got to be out here on some brief stuff or on anybody else's tips, feeling like they got to do speeches out in public or, being on the forefront. But how we heal ourselves is through expressing ourselves, like I said, in any kind of way. Any artist that you talk to, a lot of them will say that they experience art for the first time as a means to express themselves, and ever since it's been like their outlet for them to get through life. And I watched this guy on YouTube. His name is Infinite Waters, and he talks about how basically we're all born artists, and when we're around like 5 years old, somehow we lose our creative aspect, because just we live in this world that starts to get real for us, and we lose our imagination, and we start to become more grounded. And basically, life is about, for me, finding my avenue, my form of expression that heals me and makes me feel like my best of self. And that, I feel, is everyone's task. Because with black folks being as artistic as we are as a group of people, we are artists. Everybody is an artist. I don't care what you say, you are an artist. If you dance, if you sing, if you got rhythm, like, we are instinctually artists. And with that being said, but we live in this world. We live in this white world, in this white society, shooting for these white ideals that include capitalism, that include competition, that include just shooting for math, science, and whatever else that we shooting for to be doctors and lawyers instead of actually being creators, because they don't value those kind of positions within this society. So what it does is it puts us in a place where we're, right when we kids, we devalue ourselves as artists, because that's what we naturally are. We not naturally competitors. We not naturally trying to outbeat the next person and, take the next person down and thinking about what you got over what that person got. That's not what we about. We create. And this entire time we've been in this country, even before we've been in this country, in Africa, no matter where we are around the world, we create all around the world, and we creators. And that, to me, however you create, whether it be through your voice, your academic voice, your musical voice, your dance, your acting, your poetry, your writing, your literally anything, your photography, your videography, whatever you're interested in, no matter what it is, that is what we could be using as our means of healing ourselves. Take advantage of the gifts that you've been given. Take advantage of the gifts that you've been given, because they weren't just for you. You got them for a reason. That's what I really believe. And right now I'm at that place where I'm trying to utilize every single gift that I've been given, that I've been blessed with, because why did I get it? Was it for me really? Especially if I ain't doing nothing with it, because it can be taken away at any moment. And I just feel like, do something with it, and that's what it is. It's like finding your niche, finding where you express yourself and expressing yourself in that way. We don't all got to express ourselves in the same way, but I feel like it is so important for us to express ourselves, to find where we can express ourselves, because at the end of the day, that's the only way we heal. That's the way we come together, because we come together over art. That's what brings us together. Dance, poetry, music, you know, everything that brings us together, and we can share that experience together. If you using art to create a positive message or to create awareness or just to express your own life experience, better know that it's black people in the audience that can definitely resonate with that message. And that's how we heal, and that's how we continue to unify. And that's only one aspect of it. But basically, I'm just trying to say, it ain't no political correctness in you expressing your pain that they caused. You know, don't, that's not correct. That's not correct, because you not healing, and we got some healing to do. So that's what I'm here for. And I'm here to tell people that that's what we need to be doing, or at least suggest, because only you can be the artist that you truly need to be, and only you can find where you stand in this movement. But yeah, that's where I am. I keep getting phone calls, so I'm gonna go. See y'all.